African elephant is the largest land mammal on Earth. These gentle giants are often seen as symbols of wisdom, strength, and patience. But do be fooled by their seemingly calm demeanor, because they have a dark side that can turn them into relentless killing machines. So let us explore the scary truth about the African elephant and uncover why it is best to keep your distance from these massive mammals. Welcome back! I'm here! And today, we're going to take a closer look at one of the most feared animals in Africa, the African elephant. These majestic creatures are known for their intelligence, strength, and size, but they can also be incredibly dangerous when provoked. So let us find out why the African elephant is a force to be reckoned with and what to do if you find yourself face to tusks with one of these massive mammals. Before we dive into the details, let me give you a quick overview of the African elephant. There are two main species of African elephants, the forest elephant and the savanna elephant. Forest elephants are smaller than their savanna counterparts and have smaller ears and a straighter tusk. Both species are herbivores and play a vital role in their ecosystem by helping to disperse seeds and create clearings in the bush. But no matter which species you encounter, it is essential to remember that African elephants are wild animals and should be treated with respect and caution. So why exactly are African elephants so dangerous? Well, let's start with their sheer size. An adult elephant can weigh up to 14,000 pounds and reach up to 13 feet tall at the shoulder. That's bigger than a double-decker bus. If an elephant feels threatened or agitated, it can trample you like a pancake. And believe me, you won't be flipping over that easily. In fact, African elephants have been known to trample entire villages when provoked. So if you're ever caught in an elephant stampede, your chances of survival are slim to none. But size isn't the only thing that makes African elephants so terrifying. Their strength is truly remarkable. An elephant's tusks can lift up to 800 pounds, which means they can easily pick up a full-grown human and toss them into next week. Even an elephant calf can lift over 2,500 pounds with its tusks. That's the equivalent of lifting two grand pianos. With that kind of power, you wouldn't want to mess with an elephant, even if it's a baby. To make matters worse, elephants have thick skin that's resistant to most predators' attacks, making them almost invincible in the animal kingdom. Only a lion pride or a pack of hyenas would be crazy enough to try and hunt down an elephant. And even then, it's a risky move. And if all that wasn't enough, elephants have excellent eyesight and can spot danger from miles away. They can also hear sounds that humans can't, which gives them an even greater advantage in their ecosystem. But what happens if you encounter an angry elephant? Let us say you're on safari in the African wilderness and suddenly you find yourself face to tusks with an angry elephant. What do? First things first, stay calm. Panicking will only make the situation worse. Remember, elephants are highly sensitive to vibrations and loud noises, so try to remain as still as possible. Don't run. Running away may seem like the obvious solution, but it could trigger the elephant's chase response, causing it to pursue you relentlessly until you collapse from exhaustion or worse. Also, never try to hide behind a tree or other objects. Elephants have excellent spatial awareness and can easily detect you if you try to sneak up on them. They've got a trunk for that, you know? If the elephant starts charging you, don't try to outrun it. Instead, lie down on the ground and protect your head and neck with your hands. Hopefully in this scenario, the elephant will trample over you instead of goring you with its tusks. Just kidding! Hope is not a strategy. You should never assume that an elephant will show mercy just because you're lying down. If the elephant persists in attacking you, the best course of action is to play dead. This may sound counterintuitive, but it can work. Elephants are not naturally aggressive towards other animals, so they may leave you alone if they think you're dead. To sell your charade, roll onto your back and keep your mouth open wide. If the elephant comes closer, you can even feign a seizure by thrashing your arms and legs around wildly. This should convince the elephant that you're really not worth the effort and it'll lose interest and wander off. Now, before you go planning your own trip to Africa to test out these tips, it's important to note that encountering an angry elephant in the wild is extremely rare. Most elephants are gentle giants and pose no threat to humans unless we provoke them. But it's crucial to remember that elephants are unpredictable and their behavior can change in an instant. 1 minute, they may be calmly munching on some grass, and the next they could be charging towards you with tusks bared. So always exercise caution and respect their space. There are other ways to avoid an elephant attack. For example, never approach an elephant on foot, especially if it's with a herd of other elephants. If you see an elephant in the wild, maintain a safe distance and don't attempt to get any closer. If the elephant begins to approach you, slowly back away while keeping an eye on its body language. If it continues to advance towards you, climb up a tree if possible or seek shelter in a vehicle. Never separate yourself from the group when hiking in elephant territory. Stick together and make noise so that elephants can hear you coming and move away. If you're camping in elephant country, follow all safety guidelines and store your food properly to avoid attracting elephants to your campsite. Elephants are attracted to the smell of food and may become aggressive if they feel that you are a threat to their source of sustenance. It's easy to forget that despite their size and strength, elephants are still wild animals with unpredictable behavior. By following these simple safety guidelines, you can help ensure that your trip to Africa is a safe and enjoyable experience for both you and the animals you encounter there. Speaking of encounters, do you have any close calls with wildlife that you can share with us? We'd love to hear your stories in the comments below. Now, let's look at some fun facts about African elephants. African elephants are the largest land mammals on the planet. African elephants are highly intelligent and social animals with complex communication skills. They use a variety of vocalizations, including trumpets, roars, and rumbles to communicate with each other. Their hearing is excellent and they can detect sounds at a much lower frequency than humans. This allows them to hear each other's calls from miles away. Female elephants typically give birth to one calf after a gestation period of 22 months. Male elephants reach sexual maturity around the age of 14, while females reach maturity at around 10 years old. Elephants have a matriarchal society, meaning that female elephants lead the herd and males leave the herd when they reach maturity. Elephants are herbivores and consume up to 300 pounds of vegetation per day. They use their tusks to dig up roots and tubers, and their trunks to grasp leaves and branches to eat. In addition to being herbivores, elephants are also considered ecosystem engineers. They play a vital role in shaping their environment by creating clearings in the bush, which helps to promote the growth of new plants and provides habitat for other animals. Elephants are vulnerable to poaching and habitat loss due to human activity. Despite being protected by international laws, elephants continue to be targeted for their ivory tusks, which are highly valued in the illegal wildlife trade. Habitat loss due to deforestation and agricultural expansion also poses a significant threat to elephant populations. Conservation efforts are underway to protect elephants and their habitat, but more needs to be done to ensure their survival. Supporting organizations that work to protect elephants and their habitat is crucial in ensuring that these majestic creatures continue to roam the earth for generations to come. So if you want to help save the African elephant, consider donating to a reputable conservation organization or volunteering your time to support their cause. Every little bit helps. Now, it's time to hear from you. What did you find most fascinating about the African elephant? Was it their incredible strength, their complex social structure, or the threats they face in today's world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the like button for more amazing wildlife videos. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the world of African elephants. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the wonders of our planet.